Today we're going to learn how to clean your makeup brushes like a pro. If this is something you've struggled with, chances are you'll pick up on some tips here, so let's get started. The first thing you need to understand is there is spot cleaning and there is deep cleaning. Spot cleaning simply means that you are cleaning your brushes in between uses so that there isn't product left on them, so that you can do different looks on different days. You're not carrying over the product and bacteria and applying that on your face over and over again. Spot cleaning is typically a little less time consuming, it's easier to do, and it's faster drying. Deep cleaning is something that you should do weekly if you wear makeup daily, or monthly if you wear makeup less frequently than daily, so maybe a few times a month. Deep cleaning can be more time consuming because more goes into it. You are deep cleaning your brushes and making sure that you're getting all the bacteria and all of the makeup and all of what's in there off completely. You also have to be over a sink, using water, things like that, so it's going to take a bit longer for your brushes to dry and be usable. Now that we know the difference between spot cleaning and deep cleaning, let's start by talking about my favorite ways to spot clean. Hands down, my number one favorite product to use to spot clean my brushes is by Cinema Secrets. It's their iconic blue brush cleaner. They call this a quick drying, rinse-free formula, and it's an antimicrobial disinfectant. That means this is going to get all that gunk off your brushes and you're not going to get sick from it. You're not going to get pink eye from it. This is your go-to spot cleaner. I recommend getting a travel size spray bottle, putting some of this in there. I like to get the large sizes of the bottle just so I can stock up, and I use it so frequently between my personal use and my professional kit. So you're going to take the contents of the larger bottle and pour them into your travel size spray bottle. And then you're going to just simply spray a few times onto a tissue or a paper towel. You'll take your brush and just wipe back and forth, and you'll see that the contents that were on the brush, so the powder, the eyeshadow, whatever it is, it's going to come off onto the tissue. You'll see the blue on the tissue, and then you'll see the makeup residue. Another way you could do this is to hold your brush over the tissue, take a few spritz, spray it onto the brush directly, and then wipe onto your clean tissue or paper towel. Personally, I prefer saturating the tissue or the paper towel just because I feel like it gets it a little bit cleaner and I'm using less product. I feel like if I have to spray a few times onto each brush, it's just kind of a waste of product. Once you're done doing that, you'll notice your brushes are usable pretty much immediately. There is no downtime, there's no dry time, you don't have to rinse with anything, you just do that and you use them again. I recommend spot cleaning your brushes daily if you can, just so that bacteria doesn't build up, makeup residue doesn't build up. It also helps so that you have clean brushes to use every day. So if you did an orange eyeshadow look yesterday, it's not going to affect your neutral eye today. Next, for deep cleaning, you have a few options. The first option is the Sonia Roselli Tiger's Eye Brush Soap. I really like this because it helps with those antibacterial benefits. It smells really nice, and you just put it in the bottom of your sink. You get it wet with some running water, and you just rub your brush sideways, side to side, on it, and it cleans it. You can rinse a little bit on your hand, squeeze out a little bit, but it cleans it quickly. It smells better than some other options they have out there, and it also dries more effectively than the other option I'm going to show you. Everything by the Sonia Roselli line is bomb, I'm just going to tell you right now. So I'm going to link them below, but if you're interested in this brush soap, definitely give it a try. It lasts a really long time. The other option I recommend is using antibacterial dish soap. So this is just Palmolive. It kills 99.9% of bacteria, it says right there. It's EPA registered, which is especially important if you are using this to clean your brushes in between clients. So you just take a little bit of this, put it on your hand, again, wipe your brush back and forth, squeeze out. When you're squeezing out your brushes, you can tell that they're clean when all of the soap runs out and it runs clear. Then you're just going to lay flat to dry. Now this method does take longer for your brushes to dry, which is why I prefer the Sonia Roselli brush soap, but this is a really nice, inexpensive option. To go the extra mile for disinfecting your brushes, which is something that I recommend either if you're a professional and work with many clients, or if you were sick and you're washing your brushes afterwards, is to take some 70% isopropyl alcohol, put it in another little travel size spray bottle, and just spray your brushes. After you've cleaned them with whatever your preference is and they're laying down flat, spray your brushes. This just disinfects a little bit further. Make sure not to submerge your brushes in the alcohol. You do not want to loosen the brush hairs. On that note, it's important for me to remind you to always lay your brushes flat when they are drying. You never want to stand your brush upright. If you do this, the water can go down into the ferrule and loosen the brush hairs and make your brush fall apart. Another tip, as you've probably picked up by watching this video, is make sure to gently swipe side to side when you are washing your brushes. You don't need to go aggressively rubbing like this in circular motions. A lot of people do that, and I'm guilty of it as well, but you don't need to. It's unnecessary. Just take the soap and let the soap do its job. Go back and forth. Squeeze a little bit. Get the soap and the water out. Repeat. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be too aggressive because, again, you want your brushes to last. Lastly, there are tools that you can purchase to make your brush cleaning experience a little bit better. These are older versions. They do have updated versions. I'll link to the updated versions, but they do basically the same thing. The first thing I have is this double-sided mitt. These are both products from Sigma, by the way. And this side is for face brushes, and this side is for eye brushes or small detail brushes. And basically this you put on your hand, and you're going to do the same method of washing, but the idea is that the grooves get into the brushes a little bit better. It takes some of the work out of it. Additionally, I really like the squeezing factor here between the thumb and the index finger because I feel like it really gets into the hairs and gets all of the soap out. The other tool that I would recommend is this. So this basically dries your brushes faster. So this is a mat. This is the dry and shape mat. I don't think they make this exact one anymore. Now I'm pretty sure they have ones that stand up and they're kind of cylindrical like this, which also works because then your brushes are pointed downwards. So the water is running down. It's not going to loosen the hairs, and it's arguably going to dry your brushes faster. But this is nice because you just lay it down and the brushes kind of get squeezed in these little loops here. And I have found that when I use this, my brushes do dry faster than when I don't. The only problem is I have only one of these. So this is perfect for when I'm washing my personal brush collection, but when I'm washing brushes that I used on 8 clients, I just have to go old school and lay them on washcloths to dry. So those are all the tips I have for you today on how to clean your brushes like a pro. As you can see, it is pretty simple. It's not anything too difficult to do. It's not terribly expensive, but it is going to prolong the life of your brushes as well as prevent you from breaking out more and potentially even getting sick if you are using dirty brushes on the regular. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already for more beauty tips coming your way. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.